Welcome to the incredible world of the human brain, the most complex organ in your body and the command center of everything you think, feel, and do. It's a vast, intricate network that defines who we are. Let's dive into the inner workings of this remarkable powerhouse and explore how it functions, what it's made of, and why it's truly extraordinary. Let's start with the basics. The human brain weighs about 3 pounds, yet it controls every aspect of our lives. It's divided into 3 main parts: the cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the brainstem. Each of these sections plays a critical role in keeping us alive and functioning. The cerebrum, the largest part, handles higher functions like thinking, decision-making, voluntary movements, and even creativity and problem-solving. It's divided into 2 hemispheres, the left and the right, which work together to manage everything from logic to imagination. Each hemisphere contains 4 lobes, which specialize in specific functions. For example, the frontal lobe handles abstract reasoning, while the occipital lobe processes visual input. The cerebellum, tucked underneath, is responsible for balance, coordination, fine motor skills, and even aspects of learning and memory related to movement. And the brainstem, at the base, connects the brain to the spinal cord and manages essential functions like breathing, heart rate, and digestion, functions we often take for granted but can't live without. Beneath the surface, the brain is layered. The outermost layer, the cerebral cortex, is where conscious thought occurs. Beneath the cortex lies white matter, which consists of myelinated axons that connect different parts of the brain, forming an intricate communication network. At its core, the brain contains deep structures like the thalamus and hypothalamus, which regulate sensory input and homeostasis. Now, let's zoom in on the building blocks of the brain, the cells. The brain is made up of about 86 billion neurons, specialized cells that transmit information throughout the body. Neurons are like the brain's messengers, constantly sending and receiving signals, and their sheer number allows for an almost infinite number of connections. Each neuron has 3 main parts: the cell body, or soma, which contains the nucleus and manages the cell's activities; dendrites, which act like antennae receiving messages from other neurons; and the axon, which sends messages out to other neurons, sometimes across great distances in the body. Axons can be remarkably long, with some stretching over 1 meter in length, especially in pathways connecting the spinal cord to distant parts of the body. Neurons communicate through tiny gaps called synapses. When a signal reaches the end of an axon, it triggers the release of chemicals called neurotransmitters, which carry the message across the synapse to the next neuron. This process is both rapid and efficient, occurring thousands of times per second in some neurons. Different neurotransmitters serve unique functions. Dopamine influences motivation and pleasure, serotonin regulates mood, and acetylcholine plays a role in learning and memory. But neurons aren't working alone. They're supported by an army of helper cells called glial cells. These unsung heroes make up about half of the brain's total volume and are vital for its health and functionality. Astrocytes provide nutrients, maintain the blood-brain barrier, and modulate synaptic activity, ensuring neurons can function optimally. They play a critical role in repair mechanisms, especially following injury. Microglia act as the brain's immune cells, constantly patrolling for invaders and cleaning up debris from dead or damaged cells. Recent studies suggest microglia also shape neural circuits by pruning unused synapses during development and throughout life. And oligodendrocytes produce myelin, a protective coating that wraps around axons, speeding up the transmission of electrical signals. Without these glial cells, the brain wouldn't be able to function at its full potential. Now, let's talk about how the brain functions as a whole. It operates through an intricate interplay of electrical and chemical signals, working at incredible speeds to process vast amounts of information. Different areas of the brain have specialized roles. The frontal lobe, located right behind your forehead, handles decision-making, planning, problem-solving, and aspects of your personality. The parietal lobe processes sensory information like touch, pressure, and temperature, helping you understand the world around you. The occipital lobe, at the back of the brain, is dedicated to vision, while the temporal lobe, located on the sides, is involved in hearing, language comprehension, and memory formation. Deep inside the brain, Structures like the hippocampus and amygdala play critical roles. The hippocampus is essential for forming and retrieving memories, helping you navigate your personal history and learn new information. The amygdala, meanwhile, is your emotional center, processing feelings like fear, pleasure, and anger, and linking emotions to memories. And then there's the hypothalamus, a small but mighty structure that regulates hunger, thirst, body temperature, and even your sleep-wake cycle. Another essential player is the basal ganglia, which helps refine movements and supports habit formation. The brain's vascular system is equally important. With its dense network of blood vessels, it delivers oxygen and nutrients while removing waste. The brain receives about 20% of the body's blood supply, highlighting its energy demands. One of the brain's most amazing abilities is its plasticity, the capacity to adapt and rewire itself in response to new experiences, learning, and even injuries. This adaptability is what allows us to grow and change throughout our lives. Every time you practice something new, like playing an instrument, solving a puzzle, or even forming a new habit, your brain strengthens the connections between neurons, making them more efficient. This process is known as synaptic plasticity, and it's the foundation of learning and memory. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein, plays a pivotal role in this process by supporting the growth and survival of neurons. During critical periods in early development, the brain undergoes massive plasticity, shaping neural circuits based on environmental input. Even in adulthood, the brain retains a surprising capacity to adapt, as seen in cases where individuals recover functions after injury. Finally, let's talk about keeping your brain healthy. A healthy brain is a resilient brain, capable of handling stress, learning new things, and staying sharp as you age. Regular physical exercise boosts blood flow to the brain, delivering essential oxygen and nutrients. A balanced diet rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and vitamins supports brain health at the cellular level. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fish and nuts are particularly beneficial for maintaining cell membrane integrity. And quality sleep is crucial, as it allows the brain to clear out toxins, consolidate memories, and prepare for the next day. The glymphatic system, active primarily during deep sleep, plays a key role in clearing waste. Mental stimulation is equally important. Activities like reading, meditating, solving puzzles, learning new skills, and socializing all engage the brain, keeping it active and adaptable. Even small changes like taking a new route to work or trying a different type of cuisine can stimulate neural growth and keep your mind agile. Mindfulness practices and stress reduction can also promote long-term brain health by reducing harmful effects like chronic inflammation. The human brain is a marvel of nature, endlessly fascinating, endlessly powerful, and endlessly capable of growth. It's the seat of our thoughts, our emotions, our memories, and our dreams. Take care of it, and it will take care of you, helping you lead a vibrant, fulfilling life. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the brain. Remember, the more we understand this incredible organ, the better equipped we are to unlock its full potential.